typically online first, a cloud community that share values, share certain core values. Balaji, who coined the term network state, has actually said that these communities can start up with any kind of value in mind. He called it a one commandment. Like if you're say you're a vegan and you have vegan ideology or vegan ideas, you come together with other vegans and you create this community. That's the first part of a network state. You could call it a network union, or it's like a digital co-op. The part that makes it a network state is these folks can come together online and they can eventually beam that community down to the ground, right? Cloud first, land second. Now, there's another component to this. Typically, these folks come together, yes, to create a community, and then perhaps come and live together in a certain territory. But they also have rules for conduct within that group, and this is what we refer to as governance, right? Governance is a huge part of a network state, and the governance component just means that those rules are contractually obligated on the members, and they voluntarily opt into that network state. So to answer your question directly, the U.S. probably cannot become a network state, at least not anytime soon, because it's not voluntary, right? The government issues rules through a quote-unquote social contract, right, where people are forced to compel to its rules. It can only become a network state, probably in our estimation, if it were more decentralized, right? And it didn't have a ruling apparatus telling people that they had to live under a certain kind of rules. Now, I won't get into all the details of this now, but there are some people who would probably argue, well, you can leave at any time, right? You can fly out of the country and you can go to another country, but it's only partially true, right? You still have to have documentation. You still have to get permission from the government to leave, and then you have to potentially go to another governing territory, right? So I mean, anyway, there's a lot of discussion to have around that topic. I don't know if you want to take the conversation.
Totally. Good point. Absolutely. Thank you for this good insight. Let's talk about you. Identity, relationship with that identity, how it's been going. How's it working for you? Do you feel safe?
So yeah, I'm a quasi nomad. I'm quasi digitally nomad. My wife and I are quasi digitally nomadic, right? We travel a lot and we spend. Matter of fact, I'm about to spend a month in Singapore for the network school. We can maybe chat about that more later, but we spend a part of our time in the United States. And yet, to be direct and fair with you, I don't always feel safe in the U.S. primarily because of fears from government going after dissidents and cryptocurrency professionals, which has happened. There's something in the U.S. happening that a lot of people don't know about behind closed doors called Operation Choke Point 2.0, which is just the government trying to harass and make life really difficult for cryptocurrency entrepreneurs and people working in the space. So it's a really challenging time right now in the U.S. So personally, yes, I feel scared, but I am also extremely optimistic because I do a lot of traveling, and the reason I'm going to the network school that Balaji started is because I really want to be on the forefront of trying to help develop these network states and to create this new environment, this new opportunity for people who don't want to live under the thumb of these nation-state territories that exercise this control of force over their areas.
What's your role?
Yeah. So ever since I worked in the crypto industry, my role has primarily been focused on communicating the ideas. Like you see, I wrote the book. I'm working on my second book right now. I constantly write articles for these different organizations. And so my main focus has been communicating ideas around cryptocurrency, crypto anarchy, voluntarism, network states. And currently what I'm doing with Logos right now, the Logos